Hey there, good afternoon. This is new for me. I'm so sorry. I'm literally locked in my bathroom. These are my towels hanging up right here. Shower's behind me. My camera's on my counter. Sorry, it's shaking a little bit. I promised everyone on my channel that I would record some makeup videos, and I wanted to start off with just a really basic makeup look, one that I would just wear to work really early in the morning. I get up at 4:15, 4:30. I'm a respiratory therapist. We do 12 to 13-hour shifts. I always work mine in a row. I work all weekend. My husband works all week. So we have 4 kids. They're currently outside this room. Pray for the house that it stays in one piece while I do this. So let me start off with my skin type. Very, very oily, extremely oily. Go ahead and put tips in the comment box. That's fine for oily skin, but I've been to dermatologists. I have very specific skincare for oily skin. I have all the things. I know the moisturization, all the oily things for oily skin. I've even tried medication for my oily skin from the dermatologist. Didn't work. I just have extremely oily skin. So the couple skincare products that I will show you, it's kind of coverage and skincare. I'll do a separate video on skincare because I have a lot. I have more skincare now than I have makeup. I used to have way more makeup, but I have gifted a lot of it, and I have used a lot of it and I have gotten rid of a lot of it because I had so much. You guys like my fluffy pink scrunchie? Really just, you know, going the extra mile today. So I have been into makeup for years. Well, maybe how old am I? 34? A decade and a half. Really into skincare and makeup. I have watched tons of makeup videos over the years. So into makeup. I follow a lot of people. I'll probably put some, I don't know how to link down below, but I will list some of my favorite beauty channels down below. I really love people on YouTube that aren't over the top, don't show off a lot, are just really relatable everyday people. And what's relatable is different to everybody, but there's a couple that I really enjoy following because of those reasons. One of the people I'll just say specifically is MrKongsMom. I follow her specifically because our skin types are so similar. And so there aren't many beauty gurus or people I follow on YouTube that have as oily of skin as I have. And MrKongsMom has very oily skin. And so it's really nice to get to follow her. We're both, I'm deeper than her. My skin tone's deeper than her, but we have like similar undertones. I think I'm a little bit warmer than her, but similar undertones and the same skin type. So anyway, she's one of them, but I'll list some of my other favorites that I followed for a long time that haven't fallen into that crazy social media-ness that I just can't relate to. Anyway, if that makes any sense to you. So I have washed my face. My eyes are a little bit red because I wear waterproof mascara and I really had to scrub it off. I usually just kind of leave some of it on every day because it doesn't bother my eyes and it's fine. But I have to wear waterproof because I have such oily skin that regular mascara literally just melts off because of the oil of my skin. And because at work I get very sweaty, run around taking care of patients, CPR, all the stuff. And I just can't wear regular mascara there. So I've gotten used to wearing regular mascara. So anyways, if you see some redness around my eye, that's what that's from. Let me get up close to show you. My skin is far from perfect. I have, get off my chair. I have some pimple scars healing up. I have some redness here in my cheeks. I have, if you can see up close, I don't have the best camera ever. This is my phone. I have quite a few, what are they called? Hyperplasias. From having, they're like prolapsed oil glands from having such extremely oily skin. I have them actually all over my face, but mostly on my forehead and quite a few on this side of my face, just a couple over here. So I do have textured skin because of those hyperplasias. I don't know why I'm out of breath from standing up. That's really weird. Anyway, and I get really clogged pores really quickly. So when I wash my face, I use a BHA toner from Paula's Choice. And let me just show you these because these are the two things I put on my face after I washed it. It's a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant that I just use as a toner. Oh, it's all dripping from, I literally just used it from washing my face, and it helps to BHAs. This BHA is salicylic acid, and it unclogs and shrinks enlarged pores. And so I put that on my face as a toner. And then my moisturizer, I know to many people, this is not going to be moisturizing enough, so I do not suggest this as a moisturizer unless you have extremely oily skin like me. This is also from Paula's Choice, the Daily Skin Clearing Treatment, and it has benzoyl peroxide in it. So benzoyl peroxide obviously helps with microbiology growth. And it also helps, I believe, when I was reading about it, if you go to paula's.choice.com, you can learn so much about every product, and I love her products too. It also helps to kind of remove the top layer of skin. Not only do I chemically have to remove some of my skin like every day with AHAs, but I also physically exfoliate once a week because I get so much. So I use that as my moisturizer. But my other, I kind of use a second layer of moisture, kind of, because guess what is the most important thing for makeup and skincare every single day? SPF. The most important. I don't have sensitive skin, but for some reason with sunscreens, my skin is so sensitive to chemical sunscreens. Like it burns when I use chemical sunscreens. So I follow Dr. Dre. She's a dermatologist on YouTube, and she is so awesome with explaining SPFs, why you should use them, how you should use them, what types, for what reasons, what you should stay away from. She is a genius with skincare. So I follow her, and I found this through her, and this has been a lifesaver for me. So this is the brand Elta MD, the UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. And I get the tinted version. There's an untinted version as well. So this one says that it's for skin types prone to acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. Calms and protects acne-prone skin. It has high purity niacinamide, which helps with oil production. And it has transparent zinc oxide. So this is a mineral sunscreen, and it's UVA and UVB. I wear this every single day of my life, whether I'm putting on makeup, whether I'm not, whether it's nighttime, whether it's daytime, every day of my life, I wear this. And then if I go to the pool or something, I put another layer of it on. And this is like the best facial sunscreen I've ever used in my life. And for me, it's moisturizing enough to use as a moisturizer as well. So it's tinted, but it's very transparent. So when I want to actually wear makeup with a little bit of coverage, what I do is, sorry, I'm not used to this yet. I'll put about this size pump of this on my, which is about a whole pump on my finger. And then I'll get to this foundation in a second. It's so dirty, I'm sorry. The Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. What is this? That's not what this one is called. I'll get the name of it in a second. But it's in shade 125 Nude Beige from Maybelline. This is their Superstay Foundation. And I put just half a pump of it on top of that sunscreen and mix it together. Sorry if that was really loud. Mix it together. This is my fast look, remember. This is not a detailed look. So I mix it together, clean hands. I've just washed my hands. And I just start rubbing it in. I know it looks kind of light right here. I already went 2 shades darker on that foundation since summer. We have swam a lot, and I am really particular about sunscreen, but our family gets very, very tan in the summer. It's just this kind of skin we have. If you're familiar with MAC colors, in the winter, I'm like an NC20 to NC20, I'd say, with zero sun exposure. Like in the depth of Utah winter, I'm an NC20. The second the sun touches me, I'm an NC25, even with sunscreen. Like this on my body, this is with SPF 50 slathered on me every hour at the pool. We just get super tan. By the end of summer, I'm an NC35 easily. And I know that some people would say, well, then you don't use sunscreen well enough. I do. I think people think I'm crazy about sunscreen is how much I use it. So anyway, this is a touch light for me, but I'm not going back to buy a whole nother bottle of foundation when I've already purchased like 3 shades now trying to get my right color. As you notice, I've broken this lid because when I purchased it, foundations are kind of made in different ways. I thought I was supposed to twist the cap off. You're supposed to lift it off and there's a pump. So yes, this is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage. So part of why I get the full coverage in this and mix it with this almost no coverage, it makes it a light to medium coverage together. And the Superstay, this formula helps with my oil, because oil breaks down makeup like nobody else's business. You know, like makeup removers are oil based to help break up makeup. So the Superstay helps to not have it break up as much, and it's a matte finish, and it's a long wear foundation. So these two mixed together, I love because it's just a really light to medium coverage together, but it stays for a long time, and I have my skincare on. Let me just wipe my fingers from that. I have my good old Walmart baby wipes here that I've had since well, not this particular pack, but I purchased them since my kids have been babies. Okay, so now for just a little bit of coverage, what I do next is there are a couple of concealers that I really enjoy. But right now, I'm not using expensive concealers to wear a mask on my face, and I wear it every day. So the one I wear every day is not expensive, but it's amazing. This one came out, I'm thinking a year ago, but sometimes time escapes me. Maybe it was 2 years ago. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I love this one. Right now, I wear medium beige. In the winter, I wear light beige. And this one's still quite fair on me right now. I don't like the super bright contrast between skin. I like it to be like 1 shade lighter than the rest of my skin just to wake me up a little bit. That super bright under eye does not look good on me. It looks good on other people, does not look good on me. So what I do, this is full coverage in my opinion. It's not quite Tarte Shape Tape, which is the concealer I use when I'm going to something like really nice, but it is pretty full coverage. See how this medium beige is still pretty light on me. I probably could even go a shade darker. Sorry if you hear my kids out there talking. They're out on my bed, hanging out. So as you can see, because I use that sunscreen, which is light to medium coverage, this is going to be my coverage product. And I use my very favorite blending brush. I'm not a sponge person. I am not. They're a lot of work to keep clean, and I feel like I want to throw them away all the time because I feel like sponges just carry so much grossness. And I wash this brush like once a week. So this is the IT Cosmetics Love Beautifully brush. They put a version of it out every year. I haven't seen this year's. This one is from last year, I think, from 2019. It's kind of cool. And it's literally a heart-shaped brush there at the top. And it's really densely packed, and it's not too big, and it's not too small. I use it every single day. I just start right here in the caverns, and I go up and on top of the eyelid. The inside, sorry if the look on my face is amazing. And I just kind of blend it down. I don't bring it all the way down to my jaw because I don't need to. So I never have issues with like the contrast of something being too light or too dark because I don't wear like a full coverage or even true medium coverage out to here. I have had that in the past though with, because I have such oily skin, I've always used matte foundations, and so many matte foundations are full coverage. So I've had that issue before. So that's literally my coverage. I can do what I just showed you. I'm just talking a lot in 2 minutes. So, okay. So at the beginning of the day, the powder that I use, because once again, I have very oily skin and I don't top my makeup off throughout the day, and I'm gone for 13 hours. So by the time I put my makeup on, go to work, and get back, it's like 17 hours. So a lot of, also, sorry, first time doing this, a makeup video. A lot of my products are budget products, and these are from years of researching high-end products, what's comparable to them, and what works in a cheap way. This powder is bomb for oily skin and staying power. Maybelline Fit Me. And even though this color, Fair Light, I can use it from winter to summer and I don't have any problems with it because it's pretty transparent. You get such a huge amount. It's like less than $5 or like right around $5. So I put some in the cap. And this is going to look a little crazy. I put 2 big stamps right here. And then rub it in. I don't necessarily do the baking because I don't have time in the morning to let it sit there. And then I kind of rub it out from here on my eyes and cheeks, nose. Then I'll get another stamp right here because I get super oily right here. And no, I don't use primers. I have yet to use a primer that does anything for my oil. I use all of the expensive ones, literally every single one. So I use a ton of powder because I have to. Okay. And it's all over my black shirt. So next, yes, I wear bronzer every day because my body is quite a bit more tan than my face. My favorite bronzer is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is the medium one. They have a light milk chocolate and a dark chocolate. I just love the undertone of this one. I love true brown bronzers. Literally like brown paper bag. True brown bronzers. They just look the best on my skin tone. This one's almost gone. I have a backup already. This is my bronzer brush. It's literally a random one from Amazon, but I love the shape of it. It's a very dense, almost scratchy cone shape, diamond shaped brush. Swirl it in there. Suck your cheeks. In the caverns. Around the top. Swirl one more time. In the caverns. That's my bronzer. Then my blush. This is my favorite blush. I've been using this for about a year. It just looks good, so good, I think, on my skin tone. This is Rimmel Maxi Blush in Sweet Cheeks. I tend to like orange or warm peach blushes on me. Pink blushes, unless it's a really warm pink, I don't think look very good on me. I think they make me look sick. Every once in a while in the dead of winter, if it's like a bubblegum pink, like a super blue based pink, I can just do a dot of it on my cheeks and I'll look okay. But for the most part, I'm an orange blush person. This blush brush I have used for a long time and I love it. It's kind of wearing off. The Sonia Kashuk Tools number 29. For me, it just has the perfect amount of density and fluff to be able to blend and swirl to make your blush look airbrushed versus blotchy, which I'm very particular about that. Also, I mostly use matte blushes because, once again, oily skin. If I'm putting a disco ball on my cheek, like, you will not need lights in a room because it will light up everything. So, little tap tap, so it's not too much. Just a little blend. I blend it right over the bronzer, right on my cheek. Can you see that? Just one tap because this is some dense, condensed color here. And for me, and listen, this blush is like $3 or $4 and it's a huge pan. It's almost as big as that bronzer. It's a huge pan. And I've already had this for almost a year and I love it. Okay, blush. I don't put highlighter on at work because I don't need to be that fancy at work right now. I used to, I don't anymore. Okay, so as you can see, I have medium to dark brown hair. My eyebrows, this is actually dyed. I dye my eyebrows because my eyebrows are blonde. I used to be blonde as a kid, and then my hair got darker, but my eyelashes and eyebrows forgot. So, but I have a good shape to my eyebrows. That's my natural shape. I haven't gotten them waxed or anything in a year or more. I'm literally just digging through my makeup bag here. So I just use everyday cool deep brown gel, brow gel. My favorite, they've discontinued it of course, is the Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper in the medium to dark brunette. This is my favorite. So it's literally just a really thin mascara wand, small mascara wand. So I'll show you, I have my hand mirror here to look closer. I'll kind of show you. Hopefully you guys can kind of stick with me here. You see? Okay. So I literally like deposit it like this with the tip. Okay. And then brush it through. Oh, well, of course I'm going to get globby in this video. But it wipes right off, right onto the towels. I try to brush it up. In my mind, it gives me a bit of an eye lift if I brush it up a little bit. Who knows if that's real, but that's what I think. And then I'll try to just brush the end down. And then if you notice, I'll take my finger and just kind of go like that. That's literally my eyebrows. Sorry if I'm blocking. I haven't quite worked out these angles. And at some point I'll get a camera that you can actually see my makeup, like the detail. But they are not cheap. Some of them are. The one that I looked up, like makeup, like review makeup cameras, whatever, to best view makeup on a face. Ooh, thousands of dollars. I don't got that kind of money. Okay, and then really quickly, I will do some inner rim eyeliner. I have tried high-end eyeliners. This is my favorite. Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in Blackest Black. Not only is it, it's a spin, what's this word? Spin, turn up, whatever eyeliner. It's not a wooden eyeliner. You can also smudge it out if you want to on the other end. I don't use that, but you can. So we'll see if you can see up close while I do it here. I do literally inner rim here and inner rim on the upper. Okay, so that's that. At this point, what I do, because once again, when you have really oily skin, things dissolve on your face. So I use a finishing spray. I do it before my mascara, yes. My favorite is the NYX Bare With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh. Part of why I use this one is a lot of setting sprays sting my face. This is my favorite. It does not sting my face. So I'll go ahead and set, or finish. So while that, you like that? While that dries, I'll put on my chapstick. My lips get very dry. What I kind of do, because makeup gets on my lips, one of my favorite things is, this is very moisturizing, but it also has a touch of color, is the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in Almond Nude. So it gives a touch of color. This is basically my daily lipstick, unless I wear Carmex, because Carmex is my other go-to. But it's also super moisturizing. Sorry, my kids are all out there. You can probably hear my oldest daughter's tablet. So I'll put that on right now while I'm waiting for that to set. And let me tell you about my absolute favorite mascara of all times while I'm waiting for that to set. And what I do. I have a little tip for you, which some people might have something to say about it, but that's okay. So once again, for years and years and years, I'm a mascara hoe, totally. Because lashes are, to me, one of the most important things on your face. So I have used very expensive mascaras, very cheap mascaras, all over the board. This is my favorite mascara of all time. Makeup Shayla. She is on YouTube. Hold on one second. Jossie, turn your tablet down, please. Sorry. So so Makeup Shayla collabed with Maybelline on this mascara, and it's amazing. So it's Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Waterproof in Blackest Black. And this is what the tube looks like. It's purple and gold. You can see my arm pudge there. So I always have two tubes. I have a fresh one with more of the thick, wet mascara on it. And then I have an old one that is dry. I've cleaned this many times, just so you know, like when I'm done using it, I clean the tube and I clean the brush. So it's not like I have this forever. And every time when this wet one is dried up and used up, that will then become my old one that I clean out. So it's not like this one's 10 years old that I've kept forever. Hold on. Hey, you guys. Hey, children. Can you please be respectful and not be so loud? Jocelyn, turn your tablet down. Okay. So my finishing spray is dry. This mascara situation is probably going to be hard to show you very well on here. So I love this wand because it's not too big. I like thinner wands and I don't like rubber bristles. I like classic bristles. I like to make big lashes. So let me start. I always do my top lashes first. Hopefully you guys can see this. I go on top of my lash first. And pull, I roll as I pull up. And I kind of go vertical to get my little inners. If you get some on your lid, whatever, you're hurrying and trying to get to work. My oil will help me wipe it off later. So that's just one little coat. Once again, on the top and underneath, I do both. Little inners. And if you see that, if it gets a little too gloppy, I get my old brush and roll it out. So that's my first coat. Okay, so what I do now, while I have that first coat on, I'll go put wax in my warmer for the morning, get my coffee ready, do whatever, let it dry. Let the first coat dry. If you're trying to make big lashes, right? So this is gonna look kind of messy because I don't have time to let it dry and I don't know how to edit, so here we are. Then I have my eyelash brush, right? So these are gonna be dry lashes, you know, theoretically. So what I'm gonna do on a dry lash, a dry mascara lash holds a curl so well. So you're gonna curl it. It's gonna look better than that when you're actually have dry mascara on. Curl. Then you go back with the wet mascara. So this is gonna look super messy because that mascara was not dry. And some days just aren't good mascara days, you know? If I would put nothing on my face, it would be my sunscreen and my mascara. Okay, then I do my bottom lashes. Really quick. Then, because I'm already slightly oily by this time, I've already powdered once, but I've done my finishing spray, which adds a sheen to my face, even though there's no sheen in it. It's just what happens with every setting spray. I then go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and my powder brush. This is actually, I forgot to tell you what my powder brush is. It's the Real Techniques 202. It's one of their pop brushes, their face pop brushes. It's really dense and you kind of just push like this. So I go into my powder and I go right down my T-zone. And because you've sprayed, this will lock it in better, pushing it in after you've sprayed that finishing spray. Put it all over my T-zone and just right on my jaw really quick. And that's that. That is my really fast. I know like to some people that might seem like a lot, but I can do this, the whole thing in 10 to 15 minutes max. I'd rather have my makeup done than my hair. This is literally my hair almost every single day. But this is just my daily, like really quick, go to work, makeup look, and it's almost all really cheap products except for my sunscreen, but I'm willing to pay for that. This is like 35 to 37 bucks on Amazon, and it's about the same price anywhere you buy Elta MD. But that's that. I will do my best to list the products down below. I don't have links. I need to learn how to do that. I'm sorry. I hope this was interesting to you guys. I will go in more depth. I think I'll do another video maybe on all my eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to do one on my skincare at some point because I have a lot of knowledge of this stuff. This just wasn't the video to necessarily share it all in. I just wanted to show you a basic makeup look. Then you put your mask on. That's what you do next. So this right here will all rub off, but this look that I told you actually keeps that makeup on super well. So anyways, if you have oily skin or if you like basic makeup looks, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay well and have a great day.